Namaste, and welcome back to our continuing journey through the Avadhuta Gita. Today we continue this profound reading with the continuation of chapter 2. At the end of the reading, we're going to discuss some of the points that need clarification during this reading. I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 2, Part 2, Verse 11. Where there is such a natural being, how can there be I? How can there be even you? How can there be the world? That which is described as being the ether is indeed like ether. That is consciousness, blameless, omniscient, and perfect. It does not move about on the earth or dwell in fire. It is not blown by the wind or covered by water. Space is pervaded by it, but it is not pervaded by anything. It is existing within and without. It is undivided and continuous. One should successfully take recourse to the objects of concentration, as mentioned by the yogis, in accordance to their subtlety, invisibility, and attributelessness. When through constant practice one's concentration becomes objectless, then, being divested of merits and demerits, one attains the complete dissolution in the Absolute through the dissolution of the object of concentration, but not before then. For the destruction of the terrible poisonous universe, which produces the unconsciousness of delusion, there is but one infallible remedy: the nectar of naturalness. That which has form is visible to the eye, while the formless is perceived mentally. That, being beyond existence and non-existence, is called intermediate. The external existence is the universe. The inner existence is called Prakriti. One should try to know that which is more interior than the inner existence, that which is like water within the kernel of the coconut. Illusory knowledge relates to what is outside. Correct knowledge is what is inside. Try to know that which is more interior than the inside, that which is like water within the kernel of the coconut. Wow. Beautiful verses indeed. I feel we should take a pause here today at verse 20. Let's go over some of the things that I feel might need a little clarification. Let's see. In verse 15, Dattatreya talks about taking recourse to the objects of concentration. Take, etc., in order to attain the Absolute or dissolution in the Absolute. As it is said in the next verse, verse 16, one has to reach the state of infinite and undifferentiated consciousness by eliminating all mental differentiations and movements. The method of this elimination is to make consciousness dwell on one object continuously by obstructing its restless tendency to dwell on multifarious objects. But the object of concentration has to be chosen carefully. The beginner chooses a gross object. When he has dwelt on it continuously for some time, his consciousness becomes subtle and steady. He then chooses a subtle object to concentrate on. Gradually, he reaches a high state of consciousness, but some differentiations in his concentration still remain. There is the consciousness of himself as the concentrator, of the object on which he is concentrating, of the process of concentration itself. Next, even these differentiations vanish, for the object of concentration dissolves, and there remains only the pure, undifferentiated consciousness, the Absolute. Beautiful. In verse 18, Dattatreya talks about the intermediate, which means neither material nor mental, that is, beyond both. And finally, in verse 19, Dattatreya refers to Prakriti, which is, in its subtlest aspects, cosmic intelligence, cosmic mind, etc. I think that almost sums it up. Let me know if I've left something out, or if you feel like you need clarification on any of these aspects. We can find the answers together. I hope you're able to hear these verses again and go deeper into their underlying meaning. I also hope that you're able to share this with someone who will benefit from joining this beautiful and profound journey. I look forward to seeing you on a continuing journey through the Avadhuta Gita. Until next time, this is AkshÄnanda signing off from the Himalayas with much love and light. Namaste.